MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Chicago Cubs. Tampa Bay find themselves on a 5-game skid. They'll try to get back on track next. Drew Smyly is the man towing the rubber for the Cubs in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
Digging in, Randy Arozarena. He will lead this one off today. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
2-1 to the Rays leadoff batter. Our temperature not quite as hot as we'd expected. 85 degrees, the reading at first pitch. Fastball hit on the ground is short. And that's out number 1. Time now for a look at the Rays starting 9. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, you better be careful when dealing with that 5-hole hitter. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
At the plate now, Josh Lowe. A ball and no strikes. The average has been good. 306 to start the day. 5 homers, 10 RBIs. The 1-0 home. And he fouls this one off. Popped him up. Madrigal is under it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
That is third. The first baseman, number 2, Yandy Diaz.
And that'll bring in Yandy Diaz, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
1-0.
The 1-0. Down the left field line and deep. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. On a line, that's a base hit.
Whoa, that ball was close. Whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
Striding in, Isaac Paredes, and he's looking to turn things around. Ice cold at the plate in recent action. First delivery to him on the way. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one. Mr. James Kingsley.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to give it to you.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why the pitchers throughout the league, they call him the king of the hill. You move the ball a little bit off the strike zone, he's not afraid to put that arm up. He's a very good pitcher's umpire.
Now the 2-1. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Swanson picks it up. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Rays strand just the 1. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Bradley gets the ball in game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, his last start wasn't a particularly good one, and he was rattled around a little bit. Couldn't get through the 4th inning. He's going to have to look to rebound here. He's going to need much better stuff than he took to the mound in his last start.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The left fielder, Ian Happ.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Yanked hard, but foul to the right. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Bradley has registered just under 110 innings on the mound. And through those innings, he's posted a whip a little under 1.5. Certainly something he'd like to improve on. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering at pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
To the plate now, Suzuki. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Matty, they got to love the production they're getting out of the leadoff spot right now. He had 20 ribbies last month. That's RBIs. That's ribeye steaks. However you want to put it, he drove in 20 men. When you're doing that over the course of a month, that's some pretty consistent hitting.
Stepping in now, Patrick Wisdom. And guys, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So striding in, number 13. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Swanson brings it in. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5, fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning. Keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
Into the box now, Brandon Lau. As he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. No score here as we play inning number 2. Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder. Into the bleachers and gone.
When you're facing an elite starter, you know runs are going to be at a premium. I don't know if this shakes the starter's confidence, but you know what it does? It's certainly boosted.
Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. Throw will not be in time at first. A good effort that time, but not enough to prevent them from getting a one-out base runner. Standing in now, Rene Pinto, as he'll take a look at ball 1. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. Fouled away. Siri, base runner at first with one out. Now a throw over, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Rays off and running early on the solo. Last half of the second set to go, and that brings in the former National League Rookie of the Year, Cody Bellinger.
Cody Bellinger.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Fouled off. One strike pitch is a fastball high, and that evens things at 1.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
And he jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. A ball that's tarrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Batting fifth.
All right, let's take a look at the Tampa Bay Rays on defense. And the average big league shortstop can make every play, but can they make the highlight reel play? In order to do that, you got to be able to put your back foot in the ground and absolutely unload from that 5.5 hole if you're playing shortstop. And that's what this guy does. He brings a different element to the game. He has got an absolute hand cannon.
And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
Now to the plate, Dansby Swanson. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First delivery to him on the way. Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. Bradley is a strikeout master on the mound. It will not be uncommon to see him reach a double-digit strikeout total when he goes out there. He uses that to his advantage in just about every start.
He sure does, Matty. I think one of the keys for him is he gets ahead in the count early. You'll know if he's on when he gets strike one, strike two early on, and then he expands the zone, has great command of his pitches, and has a knack for making hitters chase pitches out of the strike zone. Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
Runners on first with one down. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
And this one's in the dirt. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Bradley, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And that's in there for strike 1.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
A ball and a strike to the Rays pitcher. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Happ moves over near the line as he puts it away for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, left fielder.
Stepping up now, Randy Arozarena. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 1-1 pitch is a knuckle curve. He's in the hole now, 1-2. Here it comes. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Hader caught too much of the zone.
Takes this the other way to right. But he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
The right fielder, number 15, Josh Lowe.
Ready now, Josh Lowe. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Oh, that's out.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0.
That's the ball.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
3-0 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 3-1.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose.
Oh, look at the sliding stop. What a play. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Rays are out in front, 1-0.
We're just about set to go here as the Cubs come to bat in the 3rd inning, and Chicago fans have been fortunate to watch one of the best offenses around this season. They lead all of baseball in runs scored, and maybe the primary reason for that? Home runs. They lead the majors in that category as well. One player told me that pretty much top to bottom, every guy is capable of getting into one. But what really sets them apart, he said, is that they don't have an all-or-nothing approach. They know home runs will come, so getting guys on the bases leads to 2- and 3-run homers instead of just solo shots. Sounds simple, but we all know it's anything but. Matt?
Okay, thank you, Heidi. The windup and the 0-2 pitch to short. Fielded cleanly. And that's the first out.
Batting 9th, the pitcher, Drew.
And now the Cubs pitcher, Drew Smyly. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And now a pitch on the way. Swinging a blooper to the right side. Here comes the right fielder, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Hey, I'm not surprised right here this pitcher mixed in a knock. Playing in the National League, he gets way more opportunity to work on his craft from the offensive side of the ball. NL pitchers definitely have an advantage in these interleague games.
Into the box now, Ian Happ, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First offering on its way. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Ready with the 2-0.
Nope. That's inside.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Here it is, the 3-0. And that misses ball 4. So it's first and second now with only one away.
Finally, up to this point, the entire lineup had been swinging at anything close, and this guy decides to show a little more patience at the dish and is rewarded with a base on balls. That was a good at-bat.
Stepping in, Suzuki, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here's the first pitch to him. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Turned on down the line, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at-bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you could tell these things and exploit them.
Ready with the 0-1. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. Pitch is way outside, and that's straight to the backstop. So now 2 men in scoring position. Second and third, 2 away. No offer at that one, and the count moves to 2-2 now on the Cub first baseman. Struck him out, so they work out of the jam as he strands 2 men in scoring. Now at the plate, Yandy Diaz. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. On a line, that's a base hit into left field. So another multi-hit game for him as he's aboard here in the top of the 4th inning. And as you can see there on the team leaderboard, he's currently tops on the ball club in that department as we approach the All-Star break. Hard hit ball to short. Swanson scoops it up. There's one on to first, and it's a double play. The second they've hit into in these first 4 innings. And there are 2 away now.
It's hard to do anything with a pitch like that that's below the zone. And if you do anything with it, most of the time, this will be the result. A double play on a good pitch down in the zone.
Now a swing and a deep drive to left. Left fielder looking up into the bleachers and out of here.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? Hits a bomb, hit one yesterday. Usually when he gets hot, he starts to hit them in bunches, and this could be the beginning of a very, very good hot streak.
And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly a little bit more cautious against him this time around.
2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Pulled toward right center field. Bellinger's under it. And that ends the inning. One for the... Digging in now, Cody Bellinger. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
A 1-0 delivery. Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him at 96. It's a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. Full count to Bellinger. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now batting, catcher, Miguel.
Coming to the plate now, Miguel Amaya. He singled his last time up. First pitch on its way. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Amaya, 23 years old, is looking like a near lock at this point to make the All-Star game this year. He's currently the leading vote getter in the league at catcher.
Yeah, Matty, not surprises.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A solo shot here to left. Number 23 for him thus far. And that'll put the Cubs on the board. It's now a 2-1 lead.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Dansby Swanson lining up to hit. As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Hit sharply on the ground, but that finds its way through for a base hit. Running hard. He's digging for second. But the feet of the second baseman is a wild one.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
At the plate, Nico Horner. 4-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And that swung on and missed on a pitch down. 1-1.
Good luck with that pitch. That pitch is an absolute nightmare. Almost unhittable. Nasty downward action. High 80s velocity.
Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. 1 run, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. All even now, 2-2. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And that's in there for a called third strike on the split-fingered fastball, 2 away. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Into the box, Nick Madrigal. No balls and a strike to count. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. 2 out here and a runner at second. Well, it looked like the fastball got away from him there.
I'm seeing him aim the ball right now, and that's a trap you fall into as a pitcher when you're not as confident in your stuff as you should be. You've got to trust your stuff.
High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. And bye-bye, that one's gone into the bleachers. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 4th home run for him on the season, and it gives the Cubbies a 3-2 lead. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Matty V, this is kind of a mini home run derby deal. A ball flying out of the ballpark today.
Just great approaches by both lineups today. We were around the cage during batting practice. Both were super confident, and it's coming to fruition today.
Drew Smyly is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. A base hit in his first trip. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And that misses 2-1.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
Now the 2-1.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Ready on 3-1. Here it comes. And he lays off here. It's ball 4. And that is really cause for concern as he's just walked the opposing pitcher.
Looked like he might have gotten squeezed a little bit right there, and you know he's talking to himself in his head about it. That kind of stuff goes both ways, though. Hitters get their fair share of crummy calls going against them, too.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Has a look, now the pitch. The 0-1 pitch.
That's outside.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
The 1-1 sinks below the knees, taken for a ball. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. And a swing and a miss as that looked like self-defense there. It's 2-2.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the... Welcome back to the north side of Chicago, back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Matt, I talked with the Rays manager during the inning break about the club's offensive production to this point, and he was very pleased with how little they're swinging and missing right now. They're currently averaging more than a hit per inning, While at the same time, they've yet to strike out a single time. We all know that's a rarity these days, but clearly the bat-on-ball approach is working for them.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Now here's the pitch. Weak grounder back to the mound. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
Now batting, the catcher, Rene Pinto.
Standing in, Rene Pinto. First offering on its way. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. A 1-2 count to the Rays catcher.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.